Hey, 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 we're live again. Amanda Diaz.
Hello,
And
hello. Oh, I need to get used to this part. Like, where am I? Wait, oh, that away.
Kevin Hackenberg here, Amanda Diaz, East Coast, West Coast. East Coast, West Coast.
See? It's weird, right?
And we can switch it around if it doesn't work. We can go opposite ways.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Amanda, super excited. You got an audition today, or you're getting ready for an audition? What?
Yeah, so the self-tape. And you know what I've been realizing now all of a sudden that, oh,
They're coming for you.
oh no, I'm in trouble. I can't tell their business. Ever since, I feel like production, tell me if this is true or false. Production has gotten a bit lazy with, or cheap, I don't know what it is, because they saved a lot of money with actors filming themselves and submitting, that they don't have to rent out a space or have people come to their studios. They can stay home, put out an audition, have these actors film it at home, and then send it in. And now that COVID is like COVID is still a thing, obviously, but now that we can go into auditions in person, I'm still not having a whole lot of in-person auditions until it's a callback or something of that nature. But it's like, I feel like when you're in the room, they have to understand as an actor, when you're in the room, that energy, you feed off of that. Like, at home, it's not the same. Videotaping yourself, that's like listening to your own voice or looking at your own pictures. You're not going to be the best judge of what's really good, what's your best work. You're just not. That's up to someone else to decipher.
You are totally right. The energy in the room is so different versus performing to a screen.
Yes.
However, I think you have to. What's great about performing to a screen is you have to imagine the audience.
Right.
And you have to imagine. You take your imagination even further. And for people like you, me, who feed off that like personal energy,
yeah,
we need to remember when we're in front of our Zooms, or in front of our FaceTimes or whatever, how much energy we need to put out to get there. And also, there's also the physical space too, where you can actually control how far away you are,
right,
or how intense you get.
That's true.
And so there's a now what they tell you a lot of times when you're auditioning is don't do that. Just try to stay inside the box, but you want to give yourself a big enough box to perform in, to show, not too big of a box, because you don't want to be doing like a very serious monologue back here.
Oh my gosh, no. They have like the most directions. It's like 2 pages of directions. They're like, shoot from the chest up. They'll have pictures. They'll even shoot a video showing how they want you to look on your audition tape.
Oh, awesome.
It's like very intense and it's very detailed, which is great.
What about some of the ones that need to be more physical? Do they tell you to go back further a bit or no?
Yeah, sometimes if they want like a wide shot, but it's like, how do you get let's say you're filming yourself. Yeah. How do you pan out? Like, you can't. It's really impossible and it looks goofy. And it's like they still are requesting it. It's like some actors are amazing at it with the lighting, with the mics, with everything. And but again, that's not everyone's skill set. It's like some people stay in that box of, if I'm an actor, I'm an actor. I don't know about lighting. I don't study that kind of stuff, So yeah, it's like what's good about it, I'm home. I can film at my own time. I don't have to worry about being in traffic, parking, going into the city. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff, which is amazing. Yeah. I mean, I used to have to take trains, to get to New York to get to auditions. And here I am in my house filming with a backdrop.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It is. It has its pros and its cons, but I do feed from the energy in the room. And I feel like when I audition in person, I book more than when I self-submit.
So here's what you do is do it with a friend, or I twice now I've been in LA and I've visited my friend Carly Harper, and you met Carly she was you did makeup on the You Came video, and she was there, and now she lives in LA like yourself and is pursuing acting, and she tries to get other actor friends to come over to play off of.
Yeah.
And so I've like showed up at her house and like twice she's like, hey, read this for me. And I'll do a read with her to make sure that she's getting that energy that she needs,
Right.
So that's a technique for our actor friends out there.
For sure.
If you need an audience, make one.
Yeah. Right. Make one. You're absolutely right. Yep.
So when's the audition and what's it for? What's the vibe?
The vibe, it's Spanish and English. So it's for, so they're doing that a lot now, where they're looking for one actor that can speak multiple languages so that they can film the same actor just in different spots, which is good, for us.
Yeah.
And it's actually God, what is it? Not Duracell battery. It's some type of battery. It's just a commercial for a battery that they sell for cars.
Yeah.
And I work at the shop.
Nice.
So it's something like that. But I've done various for cell phones, then they all want the multi. I even got one for, God, what's the commercial? I think it was Buick. Is it Buick? The one with Matthew McConaughey?
That is,
what's the car?
Oldsmobile. No. What is that? What's the Matthew? Type it in the chat if you know what the Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Oldsmobile? I don't know.
I don't know if it was Funny. It's not Buick. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it is. But that was completely in Spanish. Like completely.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So it's cool to know two different languages and to be able to go out for multiple spots, knowing that's just a blessing. Because I didn't learn it on my own.
Lincoln.
That's what it was. It was Lincoln. Yes.
So I had a comment. You said Matthew McConaughey. I was like, oh, I love Matthew McConaughey, and I got
he's so right.
Well, yeah. So type in the chat, guys. If you email us two things. One, we were advertising yesterday. If you want to get a Christmas card, DM me or Amanda, and you'll get one of our Christmas cards coming up soon. Mm-hmm. And as always, we'll put them in the chat later. Get Connecticut is where we're from, and Funny&Amen. But I wanted to I got prepared a few video images to show. This is some past productions that we've been doing lately. And on this one, we are, Brian Atkins and myself are with our new best friend client, Lisa Resnick, and we are shooting, and we are filming a very early manuscript of Ulysses. This is in the Rosenbach Museum downtown Philadelphia. It's a very old historical building. And check this out, guys. I want to blow it up here. This was printed by Shakespeare and Company in Paris in 1922. That's not too long ago. But oh
my God.
Anyway, but it's still kind of wicked. Some wicked old books here. Ulysses, that was fun. And then I wanted to show you guys this too. For some of our, kind of telling you what we do. We mess with a lot of wires, as Amanda said. There's a lot of wires.
That's the first thing I said when I saw this picture. I was like, "Oh my holy wires!" That's a lot.
A lot of audio and video and headphones. I mean, we have a little headphone adapter there. It's feeding like 8 people headphones. We're teleprompting. This is the sanctuary of the Christian Cultural Center in Brooklyn, where the pastor there is A.R. Bernard, and Mr. Bernard is is a really great speaker, and he's always mixing the merge of faith and culture. We've been producing a lot of his content for his ARB.TV show, his content network. So head over to ARB.TV and you'll see some of the interviews we've been doing with some people, some fascinating people working in law and production and everything, and faith circuits. Here's an image from a recent a post that's going to come out, I think, next week or the following week. And this is Michael T. Williamson. He was very famously known from Heat and also from Forrest Gump.
Oh my gosh! No wonder I'm looking at this man. Like, have I met him? I was going to ask you, like, Kevin, did I work with him before? Like, do I know this guy?
Yes. Oh my God. Michael T. Williamson, and you'll see him talking to Pastor Bernard, in a few weeks on the ARB TV show network. So
I
check.
should get a headshot like that with my hands.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Powerful.
I took a screenshot and I was like, it's just the most beautiful time.
Right.
You just said something very profound.
He owns that. He owns that.
Yeah.
You know.
So here's our setup in the sanctuary. We just changed up and we're getting ready to do some in-person guests as well. And I think I have another image there. And then last thing to mention, and no, please don't mention me. Please don't say it. Please don't say it. These are some images of the young and talented Ava Caulker, and Ava is these are some tabloid images we created to go into a newspaper in the short film. The short film is called Functioning. It's the directorial debut of my friend Artisha Mann Cooper, and I'm evaluating the rough cut over here and taking notes and giving the editor some notes along with the director. I was honored to be a co-producer and be the cinematographer on this film in LA a few weeks ago when I was out seeing you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Ava is really, she's in one of those long history of people who are, I'm going to say they are Disney kids that, were in a Disney show and now they're growing up. And the film Functioning is about Disney kids that are growing up. A very great feminine story. So.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So those shots are for like a TMZ type of like deal, like
yeah. But it's 90s. It's set in the 90s.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing then.
So it's actually tabloids before.
Gotcha.
Pre TMZ,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Inquirer.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're in the supermarket and they're all there and you're like, oh, I'll just look at this while I'm waiting, and no one ever buys it because we just read them over on the line.
Somebody buys them. They gotta,
Yeah, my aunt used to buy them. She always had them around her house. I'm like, what? You actually buy them?
Auntie, no, you just read them in the supermarket, like
like hello, like everyone else.
You go ahead, get your groceries. I'm still on page 3.
Oh, exactly. That was a great idea though, and a good shot. And those shots really did look very 90s too.
Yeah, cool.
That's awesome.
It's going to be a very fascinating film. Have you ever seen Girl 6? Spike Lee's Girl 6?
Yes.
Yeah, that was one of the inspirations for how we shot it, and it's totally different than Girl 6, but there's some visual
similarities,
homage there.
Cool. Can't wait to see it.
All right, cool. Well, Amanda, thanks for a great week, and we'll check in later with maybe next week. We'll come back and do more of these and check in and see how Brian and Derek are doing with their 26 camera salute.
Yeah, I want to see what's
going on to the Curtis Institute of Music Orchestra.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Thanks for joining. Bye.